Okay. Bhargav, sorry, yeah, Bhargav, use number 14.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My voice is audible, ma?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
So wait, I will share the screen. Now PPT is visible, Bhargav?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma. Thank you, Bhargav. Now this is the assignment problem. You copy this question and try to solve and send to my WhatsApp number. Okay? Yeah, now fourth case. Okay, we'll wait another 2 minutes because only 22 participants are there. This is a fourth case. Balancing of several masses rotating in different planes. Now, if you have doubt regarding the previous session, you can ask me that and try to clarify your doubts. Okay, 2 minutes the time you take. Okay, because of only 23 participants are there. Once they joined, okay, out of 41 or 42 members are joined. Yeah, any doubts is there? Now you can clarify regarding the previous problem. Even the assignment problem also, if you have doubts, all the data is given. MA, MB, MC, MD is given. There you can consider masses 1, 2, 3, 4. Here they given masses A, B, C, D. The notations only changes. And radius of rotation is also given 40, 50, 60 and 80 mm. And angular position is given B, C, D with respect to what? Mass A. Okay, then find the magnitude and position of balancing mass at radius of rotation is 100 mm. RC value is given. Is any doubt regarding this question?
No, sir.
No? Okay, shall I start? Shall I go for the fourth case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, balancing of several masses rotating in different plane. Best example for what we can give here, take the multi-stage compressor, multi-stage steam turbine, right? A multi-stage steam turbine, multi-stage compressor, and then if you take a rear axle wheels of buses and lorries, right? There, or if you consider axles of railway wheel on the railway wheel axle on each side, two wheels are mounted, right? One wheel is on one plane, other wheel is on another plane. That is called as mass, several masses rotating in different planes it is, right? Now consider a masses M1, M2, M3 and 4. These M1, M2, M3, M4 are the four masses, different masses rotating in the plane 1, 2, 3 and 4, four different planes. Then if you want to make it balanced, then we'll go for use uh, either use a single plane or two planes. Here, for example, I'll consider two counter masses. One counter mass is located in on the plane L. Another counter mass is located on the plane M. Okay. Now those planes are called as a reference plane. Those planes are on the plane L and M. The counter masses are attached here, right? Now this is a figure shows, this is a B figure shows angular position of the masses. Figure A shows a plane position of the masses. Now see the plane position, the masses are rotating at different planes here at a distance of L1, L2, L3, L4 like that. Okay. Now all the masses are located in different planes. Okay, different position. And this angular position is theta 1, theta 2. Plane position means at a distance of on the axis at different distance their masses are located here or rotated here. Then how do you solve this problem? No, analytical method is not possible here. Directly we'll go for graphical method. Then in the graphical method, first we'll consider uh, the masses, one is the reference plane. Here, how many counter masses are there? One is counter mass m suffix l. This is the one counter mass m suffix l rotating on the L plane. There's a okay, another counter mass here rotating on the m. The two unknown masses are there. Two unknown counter masses. Now take any one unknown counter mass as a reference plane. Here I'll consider the plane L. On the plane L, the mass which is rotating here, counter mass which is rotating here, that plane I'll consider the reference plane. And remember this sign convention. From the reference plane towards right direction, positive x direction, whatever the planes will come here, take the positive distance it is. From the reference plane towards the left side it is there, then it consider that as a negative plane or negative distance. See the from the reference plane here, mass 1 at a distance of L1 means I want to take minus L1. Similarly, second plane with respect to reference plane here, distance is how much? L2 in general called as. Similarly, for third plane, third distance mass is located at a distance of reference plane, it is L3. Similarly, LM and L4. These are the angular position, sorry, plane position of the masses. Now remaining things are same. M1, M2, M3, M4 are the four disturbed masses. They are rotating at radius of rotation is R1, R2, R3, R4. And with respect to the OX axis, what is the orientation here? Theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4. Those are the orientation of the disturbed masses. Right, here consider two counter masses. One counter mass located in the one plane, that is the L plane. Another counter mass is located in the another plane, that is M plane, at a distance of from the reference plane it is okay LM. Okay, next these are the examples here. Now we go for these are the what we have the explanation here, the same explanation we already done here. Now the magnitude of balancing masses ML and M in the plane L and M may be obtained as. How do you obtain here? First you consider the reference plane. Take one plane, say L as a reference plane. The distance of all the other planes to the left of the reference plane may be considered as negative and to the right as a positive planes. Next, tabulate the data as shown in the table. Then planes are tabulated in the same order which they occur in reading from left to right. So how do you assign the plane here in the plane position based on the given condition? Same way you go for tabulate in the tabular column. You go for tabulate. First go for take the plane 1, next L, next row it is 2, 3, M and 4. Like that you should tabulate here. That is the intention here. Tabulate the data as shown in table. The planes are tabulated in the same order in which they occur reading from left to right. Now this is how we tabulate the data. First you draw the angular plane position, then you go for a space diagram. There's the angular position of the masses. Then you'll go for write the construct the table. In the table, what is the first column here? Planes. How do you assign the plane? In which order you go for assign in the plane position? See that in the plane position here, 1, L, 2, 3, M, 4. In the same order you should take in the table also. In the plane 1, L, 2, 3, M, 4. In the same order from left to right you should take. Next, the rest of the thing is same. In the similar to in the previous problem, how do you construct the table? The same method you followed here. Instead of here, first one is plane, second one is mass, m in kg, third one is radius of rotation, r in meter, then theta, orientation of the masses with respect to horizontal line or x-axis, theta 1, theta L, theta 2, like that. Then fourth, first, second, third, fourth, fifth column here, centrifugal force divided by omega square, that is centrifugal force is mr omega square divided by omega square. Omega square get cancelled, we'll get m into r in kg meter. Now up to this, the what we construct in the previous column, it is same as it is, right? Now additional two columns will come here. What's the two columns here? In the fifth column, I think the slide is visible. Someone has to give the response.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma. In the sixth column, you can see that the distance from reference plane, that is RP, is a reference plane. Why do you call it as a reference plane? Means when you go for make it solve this method, all the whatever the masses are there in different planes are there, all are will go for will be in the only one plane. It is similar to our orthographic view. Okay, whatever the object is there at a different planes is there, we'll go for taking one plane, right? Similarly here also take the distance from reference plane, that is L, from reference plane, that is distance is L in meter. For example, we are in the previous case, we'll consider as the L is the reference plane. Again, how do you assign the reference plane? See the note here. When two masses are unknown, then select reference plane as one unknown mass plane. Either you go for the previous case, either you'll go for consider the reference plane as a L, or you can consider also reference plane as M also. You'll get the same answer. Finally, you'll get the same answer, but method is different. Second one, suppose when only one mass is unknown in the table, only one mass is unknown in the table or in the problem, then which one you have to consider the reference plane here? Then select reference plane as a known mass plane. Any one known mass plane will consider as a reference plane. For this condition, this is the first note is what's good, right? When two masses are unknown, means ML, MM are unknown. Then select the reference plane as one unknown mass plane. Here I'll consider the one unknown mass plane is L is the reference plane. Okay, with respect, now is the sixth column. How do you fill this sixth column? On the reference plane, what is the distance here? 0. Whatever the from the reference plane towards the left side, whatever the distance is there, that is called as negative sign will come. That is a minus L1. Towards right side from the reference plane, all are will get positive. That you can see in the plane position, right? Once you consider L is a reference plane, towards right, what are the planes will come towards the right side of the reference plane. Those plane you consider as a positive planes. On left side you consider as a negative planes or negative distance. That's why you get here in the sixth column under at the reference plane distance is 0. So first plane position is minus L1. Similarly, second, third, and M plane and fourth plane you get L2, L3, Lm and L4. Then last column you will get here couple. Couple is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. What is centrifugal force? Mr omega square into perpendicular distance is L. 4 divided by omega square get cancelled. What we will get here? M into R into L, that is in kg meter square. Now, how do you get the couple? Already we have a centrifugal force divided by omega square. Mr you will get here in this column. Now multiply the perpendicular distance here, L. So M into R into L, that gives a M into R into L, Mr L in kg meter square. Now multiply this 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth and sixth column in the table. Just multiply fifth and sixth column in the table. You will get the seventh column table, right? M minus M1 R1 L1. Here ML RL into 0 you will get 0. Similarly M2 R2 L3. Similarly up to that, now you will go for fill this seventh column of the table. This is how you construct the table. How do you construct the table? First you draw the plane position, then go draw the space diagram for the given problem. How do you draw the plane position and space diagram? Once you draw the plane position, same along the same axis only you draw the angular position. Means this is, you can say, the front view. When you view from this side, you can see the side view, right? Now this is the front view. When you view from this side, this is a left side view. We can see this object, right? This is the front view. This is the front view. Now this will be the left side view, right? Okay, this is the way you should draw the plane position and angular position or space diagram for the given problem, right? Next, then you go for construct the table. How do you construct the table? First column here, plane. In the plane, how do you assign the plane position here? So how do you assign the plane position in the space diagram? Same way from left to right. We'll go for fill the table here. First column in the table. Next, masses, radius of rotation, distance from the x-axis, orientation of the angular position of the masses with respect to x-axis, then centrifugal force due by omega square is m into r. Now distance from the reference plane, then couple is nothing but force into perpendicular distance, right? Now after that, now we'll go for draw the force. First base depend upon the unknown magnitude. Suppose if it is, which is unknown here, first we'll go for couple polygon or force polygon. See that if you go for earlier, we will directly go for force polygon because there is no couple is generated in balancing of several masses rotating on the same plane. But here for balancing of several masses rotating in a different plane, the couple will generate it, right? Suppose first if you go for draw a force polygon here, what happens here? If you go for force polygon, so how many unknowns are there? ML is already unknown. MM also unknown, means two counter masses are unknown, right? Means that force polygon is not completed here. Then what we'll do, we'll go for draw a first couple polygon. In the couple polygon, which is unknown here, only MM is unknown here, only one unknown here, right? Only one unknown in that equation. Then first you go for draw a couple polygon. Then how do you draw the couple polygon? First take the x-axis, horizontal line you take, then draw a vertical line. The intersection of horizontal line and vertical line, that point will called as a O, right? After that, now you go for in the according to the order. First you draw the couple polygon, M1, R1, L1, the magnitude is known, right? Once you know the magnitude M1, R1, L1, but what is the sign here? Negative sign. Negative sign means we are drawing towards X or away from the X. So take in negative x-axis here. Now O dash, A dash, draw a horizontal line. Along the horizontal line, again we choose for a scale here. Here scale is missing here. What is the scale for couple polygon? So depend upon the problem. We take suppose for example 10. What is the unit of couple here? 10 kg meter square. 10 kg meter square is equal to what? 1 centimeter. I'll take here 10 kg meter square is what? 1 centimeter. For example, along that line, negative sign is there. That's why we go for away from the axis, positive x-axis, the negative x-axis. Along that line, measure M1, R1, L1. That is the magnitude. What is the arrow mark shows here? Towards the left here, towards the left. Now we'll get A dash line. From the A dash line, what is the next one? Second one is 0 here. There's a magnitude is 0, dash also 0. Will not get here. Now we'll next one, M2, R2, L2. What is the orientation? Orientation is theta 2. Now from the with respect to horizontal line, draw a what is here? Theta 2 line. So theta 2 degree. Theta 2, not theta 1 here. It's a theta 2. Draw it theta 2 degree. Along the theta 2 degree, what is the magnitude here? M2, R2, L2 is a positive, means along that line only you take. Now we'll get the B dash, right? Next, now this is over. Next we'll go for third one, M3, R3, L3. The magnitude is known. Orientation also we know that. Theta 3 also we know that. With respect to again horizontal line, measure theta 3, right? Now along the theta 3 measure M3, R3, L3. Now we'll get point C dash. Now each time if you go for measure with respect to horizontal line means it is complicated one. That's why always you go for draw couple polygon, force polygon below the space diagram. If you have space diagram, already in the space diagram we located the orientation of the masses. Then directly you go for take a parallel line from the orientation of the masses. Now with respect to point C, again here MM, RM, LM is unknown. This is unknown, right? Again theta M also unknown here. Don't consider here. Next we'll go for next one. M4, R4, L4. From the point C dash measure theta 4. Measure theta 4. Then along that draw theta 4 line. Along that theta 4 line, what is M4, R4, L4? The magnitude is known. Now we'll get point D dash, right? Now after that, which is the only, which one masses is unknown here? Now this is for M plane. This is unknown, right? Now we'll go for join D dash O dash. O dash is the starting point of the vector. D dash is the end point of the vector. If you join the D dash and O dash, the length of the D dash and O dash, it gives what? MM. This is, you can see here. This is what? D dash and O dash. The D dash O dash shows the magnitude of MM, RM, LM. Again, orientation with respect to horizontal line only, you measure this. That is a theta M. Now once you get, then go for multiply the scale, then you will get unknown is what? Which is unknown here, MM. Now we'll come to solve the problem. You may clarify your doubts. Okay. Once you get couple polygon, once you draw the couple polygon, now unknown is MM. Then once you determine MM, now back substitute here, back substitute theta M and MM. Now this is the known magnitude, we know that. Then you go for draw a force polygon. Force polygon is similar to the previous what we have constructed force polygon. Same method you follow here. Which is unknown here? ML is the unknown. Then you can go for determine ML, and also at the same time theta L also you can get. Okay, by drawing a force polygon. Okay, I'll take the directly. I'll go for take the problem. Then you can easily understand this concept. Okay. Now the slide is visible. The problem slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now see that a shaft carries 4 masses A, B, C, and D of magnitude 200 kg, 300 kg, 400 kg, and 200 kg, respectively, revolving at radii 80 mm, 70 mm, 60 mm, and 80 mm in planes measured from A. Planes measured from A at 300 mm, 400 mm, and 700 mm. Now see that. Compare this problem with the previous problem. In the previous problem, plane position is not given. Once the plane position is not given, the yes, mute yourself.
ఆ మాట అనగా
Yes, mute yourself. Yes, compare this problem with the previous problem. Now in this previous problem, plane position is not given. Once the plane position is not given, then it comes.
ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ
Case
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ ಹಿಂಗ ತಗೊಂಡು
ಮಾರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಬಾರ
ಹ್ಞೂ
Okay, compare this problem with the previous problem. In the previous problem, the plane position is not given. Means that will come under case number 3. Balancing of several masses rotating in the same plane. But here, whenever the plane position is given, now it comes under case number 4. Balancing of several masses rotating in different planes. Now see that in planes measured from A, the plane A, it is how much here? 300 mm, 400 mm, and 700 mm. Means plane B, plane C, and plane D with respect to plane A. These are the plane location is given. The angle between the crank measured anti-clockwise direction, that is A to B it is 45 degree, B to C it is 70 degree, and C and D it is 120 degree. Means this is the what we can say the successive, the measured angle it is. Successive mass, the orientation of the successive masses, right? This is what we solved in the first problem. That is same thing. A to B 45 degree, B to C 70 degree, and C to D, C and D 120 degree. The balancing masses are to be placed in planes X and Y. Now we consider 2 balancing masses. First balancing mass is located in X plane. Second balancing mass is located in Y plane. The distance between the planes A and X is 100 mm. The distance between plane A and X is 100 mm. And between X and Y is 400 mm. Right? Between X and Y is 400 mm. And between Y and D it is 200 mm. Right? If the balancing masses revolved at radius of 100 mm means RC value is given. If the balancing masses Rx and Ry value is given. If balancing masses revolved at radius of 100 mm, find their magnitude and angular position. Now read the problem once or twice, then write the plane position. Now if the order is given, shaft carries a 4 masses A, B, C, D. Now you go for plane position also. Draw a horizontal line. First write the plane A, B, C and D. First you draw a horizontal line. On the horizontal line, in the what order is given, A, B, C, D is given, right? Same, take it as A, B, C, D. This is a plane A. In the freehand sketch itself, you take A, B, C and D you take. Right? The magnitude is given, MA, MB, MC and MD is given. And revolving at radius, RA, RB, RC and RD also given. In the planes measured from A, what is the plane measured from A? From A to B it is how much? 300 mm. See that from A to B it is how much? 300 mm. Now next, measured from A at 300 mm and 400 mm. From A to C it is how much? 400 mm. And A to D is how much? 700 mm. 700 mm. Now then the angle between the crank measured in anti-clockwise direction from A to B. Again consider, draw a horizontal line OX and vertical line OY. First you take in freehand sketch. On the horizontal line mark a mass MA and RA, that is theta is 0 degree. From A to B how much it is given? Again from the orientation here, draw a 45 degree line, that is 45 degree A to B. Then B to C is given how much? B to C is 70 degree. This is 70 degree. Right? Now then C to D is given how much? 120 degree. The balancing masses are to be placed. The balancing masses are to be placed in the planes X and Y. Now how do you consider plane X and Y? Now is given the condition. The distance between the planes A and X is 100 mm. Now we take in left side, for example, A and X is how much? 100 mm. And between X and Y is, between X and Y, between X and Y is how much? 400 mm. 400 mm. Right? Again between Y and D it is, how much it is? 200 mm. 200 mm. You can see between Y and D it is 200 mm. Now see that now the condition is satisfied or not, you can check here. A, B, C, D in the order and given the plane position also 300, 400 and 700, and they located two counter planes. One is plane X, another one is plane Y. Again with respect to from A to X is 100 mm, X to Y is 400 mm and Y to D is 200 mm. In the order itself you take here. Okay, now the balancing masses revolved in radius of 100 mm means Rx and Ry is given. Counter masses in X plane and Y plane is given 100 mm. Find the magnitude and angular position. Now first draw the position of planes, then you go for draw the angular position of the masses. Yes, any doubts regarding this? Read the problem once or twice, write the given data, then according to the given data, write the plane position. At the same time, write the angular position of the masses. This is space diagram. Now for angular position, be careful about the angles. Angles, whatever the angles given, take the same angle. Then you can easily draw when you go for draw the force polygon, couple polygon, you can easily draw the parallel lines from the masses. Corresponding masses, parallel lines you can easily draw in the couple and force polygon. Is any doubt regarding this? The statement of the problem. And for freehand sketch, you draw this plane position and angular position. Okay. Now after that, what is the steps you followed here? Now first, once they read the problem, identify the problem will come under which type of cases. Which is case number 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now for a given condition, The plane position is given, several masses are rotating here. Now it comes under case number 4. Balancing of several masses rotating in different plane. Then how do you solve the problem? First you draw the plane position, then space diagram. Then you go for construct a table. How do you construct the table? As what we located in the plane position, in the same order you go for construct a table. Then third position, take the reference plane, which is a, how do you consider reference plane? Here how many masses are unknown? 2 counter masses are unknown. Then take any one counter mass plane as a reference plane. From the reference plane, towards the right side is positive, towards left side is negative. There is a third position. Then go for fill the table, construct the table. Once you complete the table, then you go for draw based on the unknown, whether in the couple polygon or force polygon. Which one is unknown? Is only one unknown magnitude is there. Then go for based on that, we'll go for draw a couple polygon or force polygon. From that, we'll get the unknown magnitude of masses and its orientation. Now this is what we can see that the construction of table, right? First one, planes. What is the arrangement of planes here? When you go for see the plane position. In the plane position, the order is A, X, B, C, Y, D. In the same order you consider here. In the, we'll go for construct the table A, X, B, C, Y, D. Then masses. Masses in MA we know that 200 kg. MX is unknown. MB, MC, MY also unknown. MD also known. Then radius of rotation. All the radius of rotation of the masses are given. Convert into meter. Millimeter is given. Convert into meter. Radius of rotation should be in meter. Then angular position in degree with respect to what? X-axis, horizontal line. 0, theta x is unknown, 45 degree, 135, and theta y is unknown, 255 degree. Then you go for centrifugal force divided by omega square mr. Now multiply m into r. That is the second and third column. 200 into 0.08 you will get 18 kg meter. Similarly, mx into 0.1 mx. Now what we can see here, this is once you draw the force or couple polygon, the values are, I will make it here, I will substitute here. Okay. Now similarly for third and fourth, this is again unknown, 0.1 into my. There's a y plane. Then you go for, if you want to fill this sixth column, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sixth column. If you want to fill this sixth column, which one is the reference plane? How do you consider reference plane? Either you take reference plane as a x or y, because 2 unknown masses are there. Now here I'll consider the reference plane as a x. Now from the towards the right side, what are the planes will come? B, C, Y, D. Those are positive planes. Towards left, A plane will come, negative plane means negative distance you'll get. See that from the reference plane, I will consider the reference plane as a x. Now the distance from reference plane, in that plane it is 0. Now plane A will come here, how much here? 0.1 meter, 100 mm it is, converted into meter, 0.1 meter, multiply the negative sign. Remaining things are, with respect to reference plane you measure here, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.6, right? With respect to reference plane you measure here, from the reference plane x, what is the B here? 300 minus 100, 200 mm. Now convert into meter, 0.2 meter. So with respect to reference plane to C, total here distance A to C is 400, minus 100 you will get 300 mm, 0.3 meter. Likewise, you will go for fill the table. Once you fill this distance from reference plane, then you go for draw the, then you go for couple divided by omega square. Couple nothing but force into perpendicular distance, mr omega square into L divided by omega square get cancelled, mr L. Now after that, that is mr already we calculated here in the fifth column. L is the distance from the reference plane, sixth column. Multiply 16 into minus 0.1, you'll get minus 1.6. Similarly, go for multiply the fifth and sixth column. Now, force polygon you can see here, how many unknowns? See that in the fifth and seventh column, how many in the fifth column? If you go for force polygon or force column, mx, my are the unknown, 2 unknowns are there. Now first you can't draw the force polygon. Then you go for couple, the seventh column here, only how many unknowns are there? Only one unknown is there, my. Then first you go for draw a couple polygon by taking a suitable scale. Here see the 1.6, 0, 4.2, 7.2 means I can take 1:1 itself. 1 kg meter square is equal to 1 centimeter. Then once you draw this force couple polygon, we'll get a my value. Then substitute my value. Then you go for draw the force polygon. See the how do you draw the couple polygon first? Okay, if you want to draw the couple polygon, I need this table. Yes, I need this table to draw the couple polygon. First, why do you go for couple polygon means only one unknown is there, right? For one unknown is there, that's why we'll go for draw the couple polygon. Now, what is the scale you have chosen here for couple polygon? See that 1:1 scale here, 1 kg meter per second, 1 kg meter square is equal to 1 centimeter, because based on the values, see that 1.6, 4.2, 7.2, 0.6. Right? That's why we'll go for choose 1:1 scale. Then how do you draw this? First you draw a horizontal line, then you'll go for a vertical line, x-axis and y-axis. The intersection that x and y is called as, we'll call as a O dash here. Now first in the table, first one is first mass, we know that 1.6 convert into 1.6 kg meter square is equal to how much? 1 centimeter. 1.6 centimeter will get, but negative sign is there. Now move the draw a line opposite to the positive x-axis along, that is a 0 degree, right? That's important, sorry, orientation is 0 degree, right? Draw a 0 degree line here, negative x-axis, then measure how much here? Minus 1.6 means 1.6 centimeter measure. Now that the length of O dash A dash will get M1 R1 L1. The arrow mark shows towards left here. From A dash, what is the next one? 0 here. There is a magnitude is there is no value here. Next, I'll go for 4.2. What is the orientation with respect to x-axis? It is 45 degree. From A dash, I draw a 45 degree line. Draw a 45 degree line. Along the 45 degree line, what is the magnitude here? 4.2 kg meter square. Convert into scale 4.2 centimeter. Now we'll get the point B dash. Right? Now after this, next go in according to the order what we tabulated in the table. According to the order you should go here. Okay, now we'll go for construct the couple. How much time we have? Okay, less than 2 minutes time we have. Okay, similarly go for construct M with respect to the next one is 7.2 centimeter, 7.2 kg meter square. This orientation is 135 degree with respect to horizontal line. Measure 135 degree, measure 135 degree. Along that 135 degree line, measure 7.2 centimeters, the 1:1 scale. Similarly go for try. Now this the next one is 0.04 my. The magnitude is unknown, but orientation also unknown. Then don't go for this one. Next, what is the last one is here? Last one is one minute. Yeah, last one is the D masses. That is a how much here? 9.6. Its orientation is given 255 degree. Right? Yeah, from the here 255 degree you measure from this. Okay, to measure 255 degree along the 255 degree M4R4. Now we'll get D dash. Now the end point of the vector, starting point here O dash. Now you go for join it. Now we'll get My, Ry, Ly with respect to horizontal measure theta y. Okay. Now once you get the values, now see that from the vector diagram, from the couple polygon, D dash O dash will get 7.4 centimeter. Multiply 7.4 into the scale 1:1, then you get